More now on next week's elections, but of course May the 1st isn't just a chance to vote for a mayor. There are also 25 seats on the London Assembly up for grabs. In the second of this special reports, Carl Mercer looks at some of the candidates.
We've got them, and they want them. Elections, of course, are all about getting the biggest pile of votes you can. And for the smaller parties, around 100,000 X's in the right place could see them getting a seat on the London Assembly. In 2004, George Galloway's Respect Party came close, and the Bethnal Green MP is hoping to go one better this time. He's taken on the US Senate and says he'd do the same with the mayor.
People say we need a London Assembly that can genuinely hold him to account. On the other hand, if the other fellow gets in, I don't even want to mention his name, there's even more of a reason for having me on the London Assembly. Frankly, the people on the London Assembly are largely unmemorable. Very few people could name them, but if I'm elected, everybody will know at least one.
But this time round, some of Galloway's opponents are his former party members, Lindsay German leading the charge of the left list.
That's me.
That's you?
It's me, yeah.
Yes.
Good likeness, you think?
And then I think...
The split with Respect is seen by some election watchers as potentially damaging to both parties. But the left list believes it's policies that count more.
We don't just want people having to spend all their money so that they can own a quarter of a studio flat, which is what affordable housing is at the moment. We want cheap and decent transport, which we don't have. We have the worst and the most expensive in the world.
Alan Craig is already a councillor in Newham, but is looking for a London stage for his Christian Party's message.
There you go. Don't forget to vote on the first. Don't forget to vote.
The Christian Choice are concentrating their campaign on family matters, pushing marriage and stable homes they believe is the way forward.
A lot of people are concerned about teenage crime, aren't they? That's the big issue. 27 deaths last year of teenagers. We think so much of it can be traced back to the family, and we want to create stable families, committed families, loving families, insofar as politicians and politics are able to do so.
The English Democrats are standing London-wide candidates for the first time at these elections. Their national battle is for an English Parliament. Law and order plays heavy in their London campaign.
Our agenda in terms of getting knife crime off the street and such like is very much going down the sporting route, encouraging children to get involved in competitive sport, rugby, soccer, boxing and such like.
We'll know who's picked up the 11 London-wide Assembly seats once the rest of the capital's results are in next Friday. Carl Mercer, BBC London News.